Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sergeant Alex here with another episode of the Survival Map. Just throwing you a quick little update on the house. I think the mine shaft all the way down to Bedrock was built already. I just added a nice little hut, make it pretty and stuff. Chicken farm still not operational. I'm still waiting for that chest to fill up. Expanded smelting operations to a lot because I need a bunch of stuff smelted right now. This little chest here is going to be a blaze farm, so I'm getting the last there. Helps if I don't hit the crouch button. Other than that, not actually. I lied. I was working on the maps too, which right around there and right around there is our villages, which are definitely going to help populate my little village. I've already safely secured all the villagers in their own house. Let's just do a double check on the chicken farm. Yeah, some eggs. Which we're almost there. The enchantment room, well, one has enough books, but I'm still want to make it pretty and stuff, so that's getting expanded. I'm thinking of taking this cobblestone and making like a semicircular arch here, kind of like a little hobbit hole door. It is raining. Oh no! I know it's daytime because I just slept, but didn't plan on building in the rain. Okay. In the last episode, we built docks similar to the ones I just walked. They're actually the ones we built are actually over here on our second island, which I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Then I'm going to go finish gathering my materials once I explain why, and then we're going to go do the actual. I'm going to do a little time lapse, which I'm going to do a voiceover on. Figured it'd be nice to talk about the build style, but as you can see, this is the island we were building on last time. There's the docks we built. Dave the donkey is still there. I haven't built anything up around here because I actually want to connect this docks, build some staircases up into the build itself, which up here is going to be a village. I'm going to have some village houses and farms and stuff. And it's going to be extended down here into the actual underground part of the village, which, as you can see, is going to be a nice size, probably a little too long for your standard village, so I don't know how the game is going to recognize this or how it's going to act. I have a little portal here. I'm going to turn this area into like the villager collection area. They're going to all drop into a little hole here as I push them through the portal. And I just have to get that portal hooked up to the nether properly. Right now, if I go through that portal and back through it again, it brings me to the ones that are my house. But today's episode is actually going to be decorating down here, and one of the reasons why I need glass is because I'm going to be doing something special with the floor. But I went and did a little mock example for this little floor. I'm actually going to finish off that example because I got to have a proper floor. And for the floor itself, I think I'm just going to do birch. Stick with the nice warm wood colors. And I'll do polish andesite for the doorway there. And I think that's a nice little design. It's simple, cute, and I don't think I'm gonna be popping windows in these houses just yet because if I pop a window in here, all you're gonna see is a wall. This area, I still don't know what I want to do with it. I was thinking of maybe doing the portal right here, but I got put up over there. And I'm gonna go in and change the back walls to the same design. So this is going to be our dark oak. I'm going to probably put all that up and then strip the dark oak if the server will comply, and then just some oak around the walls. Wow, the server is real laggy today. I don't know, it's not about the little aquatic updates and making the server weird. But the main floor itself, I want to do something really unique to it, which is one of the reasons why I need a bunch of glass. I'm actually going to dig it down. I'm going to say 5 blocks at the most, and then I'm going to build like a cave. I'll have stalagmites coming up, little cave decorations and themes, and then I'm just going to do a glass floor over the top of it, and I'll probably have little spots poking out and stuff, just for that little added effect. But overall, I think it's going to look cool, and it's going to be part of the time lapse, me actually building and doing the terraforming under there to make this little under spot unique instead of just a flat floor with some buildings and stuff. So I'm going to go gather the rest of my resources. So let's get this time lapse underway. The first little section here I did was just kind of getting the wall stuff set up. I finished the rest of this off camera. As I mentioned before in the video, just some spruce logs. Actually, no, wait, dark oak logs, not spruce. Spruce would have been nice too, but I did dark oak. I wanted the little bit darker contrasted color. I mean, it's supposed to be a dark little dank cave for the villagers. So just strip those logs with smoke to kind of change up the color in the floors. Is birch wood. And just to decorate the corners and the doorways and stuff, I did the polished andesite, which I believe is the gray block out of all the polished little guys there. You have the granite and marble. So I did that. It took a while, especially with little hostile mobs popping out of nowhere. Next thing was I dug down the entire floor. I went about 4 or 5 blocks. I was thinking like 6 or 7, but when I got down around to 4 or 5, I was like, this is deep enough for what I like to use. And most of all, I just used gray blocks. There's still a few finishing touches that I'm going to do in the next episode, because I didn't think it would fit into this video. But gray blocks, stone brick, some mossy stone brick, which I used up around the foundation of the building. You know, maybe that part of the ground wasn't quite right, so they kind of built a stone wall to help with support. And that was the whole idea behind having it up there. It kind of made it look like it belonged a little bit. You can see the polished andesite there in the doorways. And I just did this all randomly. That's one of the key things when trying to make organic things, is you don't want it to look planned out. So I'm doing 1 bits, I'm doing diagonal bits, little L bits. And just going around doing that. I mixed in the mossy a little bit later. And pretty much wherever there was a structure above it, mainly one of the houses, that's where I was adding the brick. You can see the little L bit there going onto a triangle into the L. And I'm just whacking away at this randomly. And we should be jumping to the next part in a second, anytime now. Right about now. Magic. Then came the part where I was actually making it look like a cave. There were some of the naturally generated chunks, like right here you can see the granite. So I'm adding that. I'm just going along, matching up the natural colors and stuff with themselves. Like here's some more granite, so I'm like, okay, let's try and make a little archway, have a little section underneath. I expanded a little bit. It's kind of like underground terraforming is the best way to put it. Making it look like it naturally belonged there. There's some more of the natural spawning chunks, so I'm just adding to that, making it look like it was there all along. Kind of got mined around when this little village was being added. And I just went up and down the entire tunnel, did that. There was some diorite at the other end. I did that. Made some just random generated chunks with gravel and cobblestone. And I can't stress it enough. You don't want this to look planned at all. It has to. You want it to look random for it to be natural. If that's making any sort of sense. So kind of like the video where I mentioned the island, you want to do the 2-3-2 method, only you're doing just random piles here. Okay, a little bit speed up. Now just to break off the overall shape, have it less blocky. Little half slabs, fence posts, cobblestone stairs. Kind of just to break off the overall shape. I'm kind of using the fence post there to do stalactites. And I'm mixing in the cobblestone with the other gray blocks. You don't want to do it with the granite or the diorite, because one's incredibly white, looks like bird poop, and the other one is kind of a pinkish red. So you mix it in with the gray blocks. Maybe if you want to add a little bit of like cobblestone or stuff with those guys, you can sort of work it into the build itself. I chose to leave that stuff alone. Yep, there we go. And one of the things I was trying to do is make it look like the gravel and cobblestone were part of the mining operation that just naturally fell. They piled it up over there. As you can see, just more randomly placing, doing a nice little pile there, and swapping out blocks to kind of give it some shape. And just play with it until you get it right. I mean, it took I'm going to say a good hour of me just adjusting this off camera to get it the way I liked it. And as you can see, here's the diorite pile I mentioned. I was adding up to that. I think I mixed a little bit of cobblestone in with it just to kind of fill in this part of the floor I'm standing on. Yeah, you can see me adding the gravel here, some half slabs. And overall, I think I got the cave feel. One of the things I did work on, which I think I mentioned later on in the video, I kind of jump between recording while I'm talking while I'm recording, and then right now I'm doing like a voiceover from watching the video again. So I think I do mention it again. There's a few blank spots that I missed that I noticed after I added the floor. I wanted to add the floor and then deal with it. And the floor was the biggest pain in the rear. It wasn't because it was hard to place. It's because the server was laggy as humanly possible. So I'd place a bunch of blocks, and then a few of them would disappear. Like right there, I had that block placed, and it disappeared on me. Okay, and for the most part, we're done. There's still a few sections down below. Like right there, I want to add some stuff. And one thing that definitely would help this out is if we had connected textures on the glass. I'm probably going to be popping up a few screenshots of that, because on the PC version I have my own texture pack, so that's going to pop up a little bit. But as I fix this lighting bug here, we'll talk about what I'm going to do off camera. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to like make a little chunk here, fill in the rest of the walls, finish this off. And then for the most part, all I have to do is pop in doors and make a decorative staircase, and downstairs is all complete. I am thinking of brazen that a little bit, maybe having it poke through a few more spots. This area I'm going to keep as is. I'm going to kind of corral all the villagers here and then release them into the village. But right here, maybe a little bit more, do something with that corner a tad bit. But this was my overall idea, kind of making it look like it was a cave or got mined out a little bit and never really finished. Like maybe they're going to add a basement to the basement of the village. But I do believe the next episode will probably be focusing up top more. Yeah, I have my sword. So we're probably going to be dealing with this area more. I'm going to let the grass grow a little bit. Maybe do a little bit more terraforming around the edge. There was a few sections I was not entirely happy with. So I'll probably do that off camera. And definitely I'm going to connect the dock up. Have like a little staircase that goes up into here. And this is going to be more the entrance for me to go to the village. I'm actually going to fence the whole thing off, kind of protect from mobs. Maybe do some little golem turrets or make an iron golem for the villagers. But overall, that is going to be it for this episode. I do apologize about last week's little hiccup when it came to posting. I didn't expect that to happen. If you're seeing this now, everything is going according to plan. It got fixed and everything's uploaded. So, kind of a little double feature, the beginning part to this video and then the ending part. But other than that, I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love it if you stuck around for future videos. Please comment down below. I love reading comments. I always try to reply to the comments. And other than that, this is Sergeant Alex, and I'm logging off. Bye.